If you can control your club face, you can control that golf ball. So let's get after it. Hello golfers, welcome back to JD Golf TV. Today we're going to talk about something terribly important. You've got to get control over this trusty club face. Now I'm going to give you a few ideas and some explanations so you might know where to look in the first place. So many golfers are working so hard on their swing plane when actually, folks, your swing plane is being radically altered by your brain's compensation for what you've done with the club face. You will remember, if the club face is to the right, the ball's going to take off right, regardless of the direction of your swing or swing plane. If your club face is left when the ball leaves it, regardless of your swing plane, you can swing that way, or that way. Folks, it's still going left. The club face is 4 times, at least, more influential on where that ball goes than the path. You got to spend this time working on your club face awareness. If you're not aware of it, how are you going to get control over it? One quick expectation. If you hit your 7-iron to 35 feet, that's a great shot. Don't belittle that. You're not going to be better than the tour players, but once in a while you will. So be careful about trying to be too perfect. But, folks, many of you have your hands on the golf club in such a way, you've just made the damn game so difficult, and it's already hard. I don't know if anybody's explained it to you yet, but it's already hard. So let's talk about what the club face is responding to. Okay, number 1 is how you hold the damn golf club. All right. Remember this. Whenever either hand turns to the right, now I'm not moving the golf club, mind you. If I turn my top hand, left hand in my case, to the right more, when I relax it or under the force of the swing, the club will want to close. The same goes through for the right hand. When I swing this through, it's going to want to turn over. Is your club face too open? I often see folks, and this does drive me nuts. This one doesn't quite have it. But a lot of these grips have a little indent for your thumb right here, and it's dead wrong, folks. But a lot of people have their thumb straight down that logo on the grip. Damn disaster. But you keep me in business, so thank you. Well, now I've got maybe one knuckle showing, and this club face is going to be open the entire way during my swing, except when I start. Similarly, if this hand, the bottom hand, the trail hand, let's call it the right hand, is turned to the left, the face will want to turn to the right. Get it? It's opposite. If the golf ball's taking off too far to the right all the time, slicing to the right, your face is right of your club path. Check your grip. I'm begging you. However, there are many golfers with lovely grips. And what they do is this number. We're going back on the backswing and trying to set the wrist. I point the face at my face. That looks like this. Here it comes. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do it. Well, there you go. And that ball is right of the entire world. Now, some folks believe, and by the way, that was an extremely reasonable looking golf swing, wasn't it? Go figure. Some folks have that condition and then miss left. This is what often happens. We get the face wide open, whether it's the grip or this action on the way back. We get it wide open, and your brain goes, hey, I am sick of you hitting it in the right trees. Your brain then stops all motion, and we watch this. I'm going to miss this one to the left, perhaps. So I got my open face grip. Look at that. Wide open face. Thumb, oh my goodness. I might hit that camera. I stopped the entire body and actually missed left. This one could get to be a real distraction for you but coachy, it went left. Well, yeah, but that's an open face left shot? What on earth? For that one, you're going to want to get a look at video. Okay? What happened was I stopped everything dead and just flipped the poop out of this. And you would say, well, then you got to fix the flip. And I would say, not so fast. What I think you're doing there is you're flipping it as your brain's solution to the open face. And if I, by the way, if I open that baby up enough and you're not quite a skilled golfer, you will eventually start coming outside in and you can even hit a shank. Yay, because that makes golf fun. It's exciting, isn't it? What do we do about this open face condition? So we got a little situation, don't we? The open face can cause that shot and this shot. That's just fun. Well, have a magnet. Put it on the face. You won't need this very many times. I'm going to give you a couple of options for club face squaring. Got a little magnet. It's got a little hole in it. I'm going to put a T in it. And I'm going to go like this very slowly. And I am going to, if I rotate the face up to the sky, the T does not fall out. I need to get my grip in such a way that helps me. So I've got two knuckles. The thumb is to the right of the logo on my grip. And I've got my right hand on the back of the shaft. Now when I go back, watch this. I dump that T out. There we go. Look at that T. That's closing the face. All right, that's a really, really big deal. Now, alternately, hey, point the face down to the ground. That works just as good. Take your glove and try this one. All right, close enough for jazz. But let's go back on the backswing and keep that glove, that T in my glove, pointed down more. Okay? Boy, it's amazing how close that face feels, and it's still just tilted over just a little bit. It is amazing. Now, by the way, if you have balls that are going really hard left, it is often not the right thing to go this way. Usually the left miss is bad grip. Go figure. All right, the previous ball went right. We're going to go point that T down. Okay, I got it. Point that T right down there. I'm trying to point it right in here. All right, Dunigan, point that T. Yep. Oh my goodness, that did not go right, folks. That was, oh. That was pretty awesome right there. And that's what that'll do for you. Now, these are the things. So we've got the grip. One, please, do not just assume you have a good grip, because you probably don't. Two, a good grip helps you square the face. That's the definition. A good grip doesn't have two knuckles or three knuckles. It helps you square the face. Number three, early takeaway. No more of this crap. So many people are trying to set their wrists, and they do it the wrong way. And it's, hey, look at that. I'm going to pick my nose with that darn thing. Look at that sucker. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, at the top of the backswing, you have a little bit of video here. I'm going to switch the view for us a little. So from this camera view over here, if I get this T pointing upward more, it's more closed. Pointing out the door, it's more open. Pointing down, for shame. If you've got that T pointing down at this point in your swing, you are in for a world of hurt from this lovely game, unless you compensate massively. Or you are staggeringly talented, which is possible. Grip, early takeaway. Now, late backswing. Here we go. Late backswing, Dunigan. We're up here, and we're taking a look. Okay, that club face, there, okay, there. Oh, there we go. There we go. And you can look back this way and see it too. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I try to point this T up to the sky. I got it down, then up to the sky. Sometimes I take this right-handed, palm down, palm away, palm up. Same sort of deal. But here it goes. Oh, yeah. That ball ain't going right, folks. That is just not going to go right anymore. And it makes it so that I don't have to work super hard to square it on the way down. Up to the top of that lovely backswing. And you can see that that T is pointing away. It's pointing up. See that right there? That's big. You can also see that there's a little curve, little curvaceousness in the wrist. That's a squared up club face, folks. When I go through the golf ball, I don't really have to do anything cool. I pretty much just swing through it. Yay! Look how easy golf could be. Isn't that fun? The last place to square the open face is down here. When the club's going, okay, fine, it'll go about 83, 84 miles an hour for me with a 7-iron. Now, that said, trying to square it up through here is what I would call a fool's errand. However, there are some cases when you are doing something untoward with that poor golf club shaft in your hand. You definitely want to allow this throwing motion and the right arm to go over the left. You want to train that up. Maybe you stop right there. When I did that, you will notice that I was not rigid at all. I released. I'm throwing it there. I'm releasing the tension. Let's have a super quick look. In the release, we're going to look at those arms, how nicely they cross over. Do you see that? And here? I'm done. By the way, right there, you can fall right over. You're done with your golf swing. It's not going to do anything to you after that. That's going to help the golf ball go anywhere, right? Ball's gone. In the event that stuff doesn't work, it's highly unlikely. There, I said it. Now, for my junior golf watchers, there are some of you who turn so fast, far out in front of the club and the arm swing that the club opens, behaves open. May not be open, but behaves open because you're outracing the face too far. Now, as you're an adult, probably doesn't pertain to you, but if you are a junior golfer, especially if you are struggling with that right shot, right block, you might call it, where you just can't square the face up enough, well, then, and only then, you might actually have to put the brakes on these for a little bit to help square the face. And that would be, I'm going to keep my belt buckle pointed backwards a little extra long as I release it because, wait a minute, this is not what you've heard about golf. The faster I turn, the more the face stays open. I'm going to talk about it. That's just a fact. And the later I turn, the more the face will close. That is how it really works. You could be doing something else cool with it. That's fine too. But that's how it's going, folks. But what about face closers? So number one, when somebody's getting that face closing too much and it's pointing up and this way at the end of the backswing, folks, 9.75 times out of 10, that person just has a dysfunctional grip. 4 knuckles showing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No good. Or the right hand way under. In my experience, which is this a lot of years doing this, I see very few people who actually have a problem flexing their wrist too much. And I will take that out of there. Go there the next place. First, check your grip. Now, when you do that, just like when we get the face more open, you might, more closed, you might miss a few left. When you get it more open, you might miss a few right. And you should go, yay, at least that ain't left. Again, we're fixing the left rig. Well, you fool with it, you check your grip, and you go, this I expect to feel uncomfortable. Folks, if it didn't feel weird, uncomfortable, awkward, and all the other modifiers we could call it, you're not doing anything any different. That goes with learning any aspect of the game. So get that grip on there in such a way that it helps. Let me just hit a super close face grip for you. So there's my 4-knuckle grip. My left thumb is over here at almost 2 o'clock if golf pride is at 12 o'clock. There's my right hand under the club. Oh my, I'm going to hit my ankle with this. So when I go back, especially with the way that I am trained to go back on the backswing, this club face is going so left. Good God. All right, normal swing. See what happens then again. I flush that, folks. And there she goes. Hard left. Very far left. Sweet mama. Now, folks, I can start to try to hold on for dear life, but I want to slow the club down. I can drag the handle more, but I'm going to slow the club down and lower the trajectory to a non-functional height, meaning it will not hold a green when I hit it. Don't do that. Just alter the grip. And one thing you could do for yourself is, on a weekly basis, try your standard grip, a more open face grip, turn to the left, and a more closed face grip, and just fool around and become better at using the tool of the golf club here. It's your tool. It's your paintbrush. It's your magic wand. We got to get used to doing something different. If you have a sound grip and you're closing the club face too much, it could be that you are not turning fast enough. Then what you'd want to do is learn to take the club at the top and go turn first, then swing. That's going to look like this one. Whoa. Did you see that one? That was cool. Oh, look how straight. Good God. How did I do that? Watch this. From this facing view, we see the old coachy. Watch that lead hip. Ooh, he turned really early. You can see there's a little weight shift and turn, and then the club comes down. So that motion will take care of business for you as far as getting the club face too closed. But there is one more thing. Sometimes the club face comes in left because my weight is not to my left enough. I'm late with the shift. Sometimes what I'm doing is I'm swinging early and I'm not using my shift and turn swing to get the low point of the swing out in front of the golf ball, which actually keeps the club face from closing too soon. Now that one does indeed happen fairly frequently, but not as frequent as the grip problem or the overly flexed wrist or the worst one. And if you're doing this, you got to find another teacher. This is really hard to fix. Some folks are actually changing the grip as they take the club away. That's cool. If you're changing the grip as you take the club away, go get some double stick tape. You think I'm kidding. Wrap it around this thing so you can't move your hands in the early takeaway. Because that, folks, when we're doing that, changing it and going back, or changing it here, I've seen it, that's a nightmare. And just so you know, grip pressure, pretty firm, very firm, pretty loose. That works for me. Okay, I think we have solved club face problems. You got me? Do me a favor. Get the ball curving one way. If you want to play a fade, I don't care. If you want to play a draw, I don't care. Play the fade if the ball's going far enough. If it's not going far enough, you might want to play a draw. I would say hitting it straight is super difficult, super duper difficult. Trying to get a ball that either goes as straight as that one, draws a little bit or draws a little bit more, or as straight as that one, fades a little bit, fades a little bit more, I can play golf with that. And don't forget your expectations. Just so you know, PGA Tour, 7 or 6 irons going 200 yards now, right? They only hit 50% of the greens from that far away. And they also hit it to 50 feet away. Go figure. That's what's really going on out there. So, folks, be careful of what you're expecting out of yourself. It may well be unrealistic. All right, you got some stuff. Get after it.